Morning. Hope you're well. It's not too bad now. It's about 6:30, but foggy and frosty again, and yeah, pretty chilly. Just here, multi-disking. I'll just about to start again on the new block. Had a pretty big few days, so you would have seen we had the road grader in on the last video. We've been filling all the channels in. We've pulled all the bulk of the fences out. We've still got a couple of them to do, but we've they're not going to interfere with what we want to do. After the grader had been, I ran around with a laser bucket and ripped all the edges of the channel banks, or where the old channel banks were, because they're still quite hard underneath. Just bear with me here, I'm just getting this thing to fold up. So they were still a bit hard underneath, just to get a bit extra dirt, and then Tony's run around with the grader board and sort of cross-graded them, just to level them off a bit better. And then we hopped into the whole block with the multi-disc yesterday afternoon. So this thing's pretty good. I think I have mentioned it's 8 metres I think wide. It does take a bit of pulling, but with our tractor was sort of, we're 280 ideally, probably 350 would be all right, but it's would be better. But it's been going pretty well, really well. So did 85 hectares, started about 3:30 yesterday, and had 85 hectares out by 11 o'clock last night, which was good. So and then I didn't intend to be here this early, but anyway, I've got about an hour left here. We've actually bought a new our washing machine died, so Sarah bought a new washing machine and set it to come on early this morning just to catch up on a bit of dirty washing. And I don't know what time she had it set for, but it started to spin at 5 a.m. or 10 to 5 or something. So as you will all very well know, when the washing machine, when they spin, the whole house tends to shake. So that was the washing machine, was the alarm clock this morning. So anyway, I've got, as I said, about an hour left here, and then I can get this back to home and swap it over for the air seeder. The truck's already here. Just need to put the Magnum back on the boom spray, and we can get sowing. So hopefully, once the frost clears and the fog clears, and that'll probably be the hold up this morning. We can get sowing, and hopefully, what are we, Thursday today? Hopefully tomorrow night or sometime tomorrow we'll have this rolled. So and then just 60, 70 hectares of contracting left, and that's sowing done. So starting to drag out a bit. We're sort of getting to the back end of May, so it'll be good to have it all in the ground. Again, doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon. They're talking a bit in June actually. So just sort of watching that and see what happens. But I haven't been back out the other farm since we looked the other day. I'd imagine all the crop will sort of be up, but we've had some good frost. We've had a frost sort of every morning the last 4 mornings, I think. So it's just that time of year, and generally when you don't have a lot of moisture and it starts to cool down, you get frosts. When there's plenty of moisture around, the frosts aren't an issue. But as I said, they don't. But the only thing, and it's not an issue, but with them having frost now, is it's pretty hard on sheep feed. So plants shut down and don't really do a lot of growing. So anyway, but hopefully we'll get a few lambs marked in the coming days too. We've got a couple of weeks, and then both the guys are going to take a week off. So just conscious, need to get this sowing finished, but we've got 1,800 lambs to get marked too. So need to get that done. So anyway, we'll toodaloo down here and fold this out again and get this other little block done, and then we can get home. Fog hasn't gone too far yet, so it's pretty dusty. There's not a lot to see out the back because you can't see for dust. I'll turn that off, sorry. So we're doing about 10 to 12 hectares an hour here, so we're travelling about 15 kilometres an hour. It's doing a really good job. It's a little bit rough, it is rough enough. The back's getting a bit of a workout. Turning around here. But sort of finish we're getting. This this will be the second pass, so yeah, we can finish with sort of getting afterwards. It's going to give us a really good seed bed. So, and what do we got? There's a fence. Probably can't see it for the fog, but there is a fence just here on the angle. It'll have to come out while we're going to pull it out. Hopefully we might get time. You can sort of see on the GPS the shape of the paddock there. Yeah, we will pull it out. Whether we get a chance in the next day or two, we'll just see. But then yeah, we basically got a square block then, essentially. Oh, sorry, a rectangle block. So yeah, good long straight runs. So it'll yeah, it's gonna. There's a lot of with the channels going all different ways. We had a lot of corners and overlap and that sort of stuff. So squaring it up with, yeah, it's going to be a lot more efficient for both sort of spraying, well, everything really spraying, spreading and sowing. So, but yeah, haven't got long here, 20 minutes, and yeah, we'll be done. So yeah, that'll be good. So back home, just fueling and AdBluing. So what we've done, we used to just go to town and get, I don't know, 150 or 60 litres in these blue drums, just get it out of the bowser. What we've actually done now, because we've now got 3 machines that's using this stuff, yeah, we've gone to a shuttle of it, and it was about 50 cents a litre cheaper too. I think it was $1.70 through the bowser to get it in those drums. So just thought, yeah, it's just easier to get it in bulk now. And yeah, I think it was back to about $1.20. So you know, $1,200 for a drum of AdBlue. Anyway, it is what it is. And generally, we've got a little just 10-litre drum that we don't use a lot of. Well, we do use a lot of it when we're sowing. But when we're not, it's just what we do. Every time we put fuel in the tractor, we chuck 10 litres in, and that seems to be enough to a tank of fuel, so it's not too bad. But yeah, we're just finding we seem to be using more and more of it, so we just went to bulk. So Brendan's I'm just talking to him, he's going to bring the Magnum tractor back and put it back on the boom, and I'll hook this up onto the air seeder. It's going to be a while before we're going to be able to spray anyway, so that'll give us a chance to get the seeder loaded and yeah, get a few other things sorted out. Tony's just getting a few bits and pieces in town for me to we just need to, which hopefully I'll show you later, just with the solar pump. They've dropped the water out of the Nola Canal where we get our stock water and spray water from out there, which is, they do it every year, just for maintenance and that sort of thing. So, but there is always still water in the bottom of it. So we've just got to extend the suction on the foot valve on the pump, so we can, because the tank out the back's reasonably empty actually. So yeah, anyway, we'll get that sorted. So, but yeah, it's gloves and beanie weather definitely at the moment. So we're trucking, heading into town to get a bit more MAP fertiliser. We're about 4 tonnes short, so that's all right though. And yeah, we're actually a little bit of seed short, so we're going to muck around and not going to worry about getting any graded. Neighbours are coming there. Yeah, not going to worry about grading it. Just going to put some seed treatment on it. So Tony's just going to muck around and do that. I got put some pream out in front of Brendan, but my GoPro was about flat, no charging, and I forgot to check the rabbit. So anyway, so yeah, airseed is going. Tony been out and fed some sheep, so yeah, it's all rocking along, not too bad at the moment. Yeah, just hopefully, yeah, we'll get the weeds tidied up tomorrow. But it's a little bit of mucking around just with this last bit, not having quite enough seed. So anyway, it is what it is. So I sort of budgeted. I can't remember what we did now, but we just with the plan, we did shuffle it around a fair bit, and then on the new block, on the block we're trying to sell, we had a fair bit of canola on there, and then afterwards we shuffled it around and decided to put a paddock of wheat in. So I think that's where we might be a little bit short. So anyway, it's no big drama. We'll get it sorted. But going. Windows are hellishly dirty. Look at that one. God. Anyway, it's not helping you guys. So Brendan's, probably can't see Brendan over there for how dirty the window is. It's hardly worth videoing because the window's so damn dirty. Anyway, that's alright. So yeah, just got 20 hectares left here to do, and then we've got this box sprayed. So yeah, we'll knock this out, and then we'll probably duck home and yeah, have a wash and have a quick bite to eat, and yeah, come back and sit on the tractor then for a while tonight. Yeah, spoke too soon. So I've just gone around a tree and it had a branch sticking down, and it's hooked the hose that joins those two together and busted the fittings off. Frustrating. Anyway, I've got a couple at home, but it's going to get too late here. So yeah, the inversion's starting to come in. You can sort of even see now the dust hanging. So we've probably missed the boat. So anyway, we'll get at it in the morning. Yeah, and get that sorted. So I've got the buggy over here. I might come and jump out of my ute and take it home, and then I can bring the truck back, and I've got a vehicle to have my ute here then. So yeah. Anywho, what is it? 20 past 4. So yeah, not late by any stretch, but that's just a pain in the bum. But these things happen. Planting, sowing, seeding, whatever you want to call it. Feels a bit weird actually, because sort of doing 15 k's last night and only doing 7.5 tonight. So feels like we're crawling along. But anyway, going back over what I've done last night is it's reasonably rough enough. So anyway, once the seed is through, it'll probably be better, but it is a little bit wavy with the multi-disc, but that's alright. I did bring the laptop with me. I was going to edit a video, but I left half the bits and pieces at home, the connectors and that sort of stuff to yeah, to plug the GoPro into the camera, so GoPro into the computer. So yeah, I've had to put that on the back burner, but anyway, it's probably a bit rough to be trying to do that stuff anyway. So 36 hectares down, good long runs now. I'll just see what we do. The morning's going to be frosty again in the morning, and we've got to muck around with this pickle on that, the seed treatment, or what we call pickle, but the seed treatment for the next fill. So I'm just half inclined just to once I get sow this box full out, and then just pull the pin and worry about it in the daylight. It can be a messy job, and I don't particularly want to get covered in that stuff at this hour of the day. So I might just hold off and see what the weather does in the morning. It is a little bit overcast, so I'm hoping it might not be as frosty in the morning, although it is dark now. But yeah, again, apologies, the windows are pretty dirty. So yeah, anyway, we'll just keep chipping away here, do a couple of hours perhaps if I can probably get this side finished, this first block finished. Then yeah, I'll have done pretty well. So that's what I'm thinking anyway. So we'll just yeah, see what time it is when we get there. What are we, about up our 6 now? So yeah, late enough night, early enough morning. So yeah, starting to feel a bit pooped actually. So anyway, we're getting to the finish line, but we might have to crawl to get there. So see how we go. Morning. Sorry, I didn't say goodnight last night. So anyway, so we're just filling up here. As I said, we've got to treat a bit of grain. So treating it into the air seeder isn't ideal, but anyway, it is what it is. So what I've got here, I've got a little Shoreflow 12 volt pump, and we've got this contraption here, so at the moment I haven't actually put any chemical in, but it's a bit pink. Everything's a bit frozen, so I'm just trying to sort of run things around a bit just to get them to warm up a bit. So what I'll do is in a minute, once I put chemical in and I'll agitate it up, I'll stick that hose just in the hopper there, and what it'll do is it'll just trickle a bit of chemical in as we're putting the seed in. So no reason why it shouldn't work, but things around here can go a bit south at times. But anyway, we've had a couple of hiccups this morning already. It's a bit late, it's about 8:10. I did sort of wait before I came over, just because I knew everything was going to be, well, frost wasn't as bad, but everything's still pretty cold and stiff. So I said, we'll wait a bit and let things warm up a little bit before we get too carried away. So anyway, I'll get a bit of chemical in here and get this mixed up, and then I'll show you what we're doing. That's what it looks like. So anyway, we just got it recirculating there, just mixing up, and then I've just stuck the hose in there, so it's going to be a bit of a guesstimation as to how quick it should be going and that, but anyway, hopefully we can get it somewhere right. Anyway, some's better than none, so we'll see how we go. Pretty good. You reckon we knew what we were doing? Again, just got the remote, I can control that door from up here. Not too bad. Anyway, we'll just leave it and that. See how it goes. Just judging it from, how quickly it's running, because I don't know, how many kilos a minute or tons a minute that auger's doing. And it's a bit the same with the pump. I'm just sort of guessing, so just mix and match. We'll see how we go. If we've got a little bit of liquid left over, it won't matter. Just pulled up. We've lost a bolt. So not too sure what's happened there. Anyway, I don't know whether I got one or not. I'll just have to have a rummage around, see what I can find. Not too sure why that would bust actually, but anyway. Have a look in the toolbox here and see what we got. You can see here these outside ones, for whatever reason, the bottom bolt, you probably might be digging a bit deeper, the bottom bolt's heads are nearly gone off them, so we're limping, we are limping. Anyway, have a look here, see what we can find. Everything's covered in dust. Hang on. So I didn't have a bolt for that, so I just got on to Tony. He's going to run some bolts over to me. While I'm waiting though, I've got these fittings here from the boom spray, so I'll get it going while I'm waiting for him, and then it won't be. Once he finished, Tony's just starting to pivot on the canola again. It ran out of fuel just to finish the circle, so while he's doing that, once he gets that going, he can come over and up on the seed and I'll finish the spraying. So I've got about, I don't know what there is, 15 hectares, something like that left to do. So, yes, it's all just managing and making sure the plan stays on track as well as it can. It's a rock show at times, I can tell you. Anyway, we're getting there. We are getting there. The end is near. The end is near. Anyway, we'll get the right socket here and I'll pull this to bits. So there we go here. Everything's covered in chemical, which isn't ideal. We've got a pair of gloves here that I'll put on. Oh, I didn't bring them. multi-grips have got one size and it's right open. Since they don't work properly. Once we get sewing out of the road, we'll try and do a bit of maintenance on the boom. There's a few broken brackets and just general wear and tear. Actually, I'll do that one while we're going. We've got some thread tape that we put on first. So there we go here. Nice and fiddly. The liquid Teflon tapes. Liquid Teflon tape. Liquid Teflon is better for these sorts of jobs. Yeah, anyway. It is expensive and we don't have any. So, oh, go away. I knew that had happened. Alright, I'll come back to you. Tony's just come and been. Yeah. Knew we'd have the right thing for the job. But, just didn't have any with me. I'll just show you quickly what we've got and what we bought a while ago. Used to sort of buy bolts as we needed them. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of expense in them. But yeah, what we did, I don't know, when I did that, just bought a couple of, like from the bolt place in town, you just buckets of assorted bolts, they're sizes and that sort of stuff, so they're all metric. And then yeah, bags of washers too. Got a couple of cupboards in the shed there, in the shearing shed that we lock all the power tools and cordless stuff in, and you know, spare parts. So what I want to do is, he's got some drawers in it already, one of the cupboards, so with dividers, so I want to get another couple of drawers and then put those bolts in there in their sizes and lengths and just get a bit more organised. But I just haven't had time to go and get the tray. So anyway, we'll get cracking again. So I've caught up to where the boom spray is, so I didn't actually get to finish fixing this bloody thing before, so I'll see if we can do it now. So we've got the new hose barbs on, hope you can see there. I've just got to get the old ones out. Yeah, just put a glove on so we're not getting covered in chemical. And what's happened to my other driver, he's MIA at the moment, so that's alright. The pivot had run out of fuel, so yeah, it can be bits of buggers to try and prime those motors up again. So anyway, and I think Brendan had a funeral this morning, so he's probably not far off being back here anyway. So hose clamp on there. it's not working. You might have to go for a screwdriver. Hang on. Alright, we're good. It's a good way to try and stab yourself with a screwdriver, that, but we've got it off, so. Now just trying to get it back on will be the trick. What I have to do. Righto. Do the hose clamp up, pack some tools up, and we'll get it out of the road. A bit of drone footage for you. So yeah, it's actually taken the last of our own paddocks before we can get the drone up. Anyway, Brendan's come out after his funeral, so about 3 hours left here and it'll all be done. So yeah, we're just shifting. Tony's just headed off in the boom straight down to the next job, next contract job, so which we won't probably start till Monday, but Friday being today. Yeah, so but no, it'll we'll finish here on the Savo, which will be good. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Ta-da.